Hey guys, this is Alyssa from Isabella Fitness and I'm going to take you through a workout today. Alright, so for today we are going to go through a quick warm-up. Our skills today are going to be a straight leg sit-up and then we're going to do some side plank holds, so very core oriented today. And of course the side planks will work our shoulders. First thing I'm going to have us start off with is our warm-up. We'll go into our skill, we'll do our workout, which is going to be a 10-minute workout today, nice and quick one, and then we'll go into a cool down. All right, so first thing, we're going to come down into a downward dog. All right, so we're going to plant our hands on the floor. All right, and we're going to bring our legs up, and we're going to push back. We are going to feel a hamstring stretch, but we should also feel a nice shoulder stretch here. All right, you can come in and out of it. Really pressing our head through here. That's going to be our focus for this one today. Coming from that high plank down into a down dog. Just starting to warm up our shoulders a little bit. And also enjoy a nice hamstring stretch while we're at it. Nice calf stretch. All right, so we'll spend another minute here. All right, and we're going to come down and we are going to thread the needle. All right, so hands, our left hand is going to be planted upward a little bit. We're going to bring our right hand through. All right, we're going to pull it through and we're going to bring it towards the front. Meanwhile, I'm pressing my shoulder into the ground here and then leaning into it with my weight. Feel a little bit of a back stretch, nice shoulder stretch here. All right, we're going to hold this for about 30 seconds and then we're going to switch to the other side. Getting our shoulders mobilized. All right, and then we can come up and we're going to switch sides. Really thinking about pressing into the shoulder, feeling that stretch. Our right arm is really just here for support. Ten more seconds here. Good, and come on up. All right, I would like us to get into a side plank position and do some holds there. So we're kind of gonna work part of our skill right now as well as our warm-up. So this is gonna be a mix that's gonna bring us into our skill afterwards when I go over the straight leg setup. All right, so we're gonna get into a side plank. All right, first we're just gonna lie flat this way, foot over foot. All right, and then our shoulder is going to be right over our elbow. We want to stay stacked here. All right, and then we're going to lift up, and not only are my hips going to be up off the ground, but I'm also going to try to bring my knee on this side off the ground as well. All right, so full body is going to come off the ground. You can bring your opposite hand to your side here. You can lift it up high, whatever you feel most comfortable in. All right, so let's do a quick just 20-second side plank just to get nice and warm and get a feel for that position. All right, now that was 20 seconds. In our workout, we're gonna be doing 30-second side planks, one on each side. So that kind of gives you a feel of what 10 seconds less is gonna feel like, how challenging it's gonna feel at that point. And I am also going to show a modification for this as well. So on this side, let's go over what the modification would be. So if we're doing regular, it would be here, right? My knee is getting some space off the floor, hips are off the floor, hand can be at my side, all right? If we need to modify, which is totally fine, if we can't stay up there for the full 30 seconds, I'll try to switch it up during the workout so you guys can see. You're going to be here, tucking the feet back, and then we're gonna keep our knees to the floor, and we're gonna tuck up here and just hold this position. All right, so I'll try to switch between both during the workout so you can see a little bit of both. Shoulder is still over our elbow here, staying stacked there, and we're keeping our core tight. We're not leaning too far forward, we're not leaning back, just right on this side. All right, so that's gonna be our side plank holds, all right? And I'll go over how the workout's gonna flow in just a second. First, I'd like to go over our straight leg sit-up, all right? So for our straight leg sit-up, I'll show you guys from the side. We are gonna have a straight leg this time, just as it says. All right, we're gonna lay completely flat. All right, and then just coming straight up here. One piece of our spine at a time, and then we come back down. Again, one piece of our spine at a time, piece by piece coming up. All right, so because we don't necessarily have a mat or anything behind us or a pillow or anything like that, we're gonna take it nice and slow, piece by piece coming down. This shouldn't be a very fast sit-up. All right, so if we want to make this a little bit more interesting, we want to add something to it. If you do have like any weights, dumbbell, a kettlebell, a weighted ball or anything like that, you can hold on to that. All right, starting from this position, all right, we're going to hold it right at our chest, and then as we come up overhead, we're going to press that up overhead. This is also known as our Roman sit-up. All right, so you'll press up all overhead while we were doing the same motion with our core, legs nice and long. All right, so that's always an option as well. All right, so how our workout is gonna flow, it's going to be 10 minutes total. All right, we're going to do 30 seconds of these straight leg sit-ups. We're gonna take a 30-second rest. That's gonna be our first minute. Minute 2 is gonna be a 30-second side plank on our right side. Then 30 seconds in, we'll do 30-second plank on our left side. All right, and then we go right into our next minute of straight leg sit-ups. So we're not getting any rest on the second minute. We're only getting 30 seconds rest after our straight leg sit-up. All right, so that's minute 1, minute 2, and we're just gonna follow those two until we get to the 10-minute mark. All right, so that's how our workout is gonna flow for today. Like I said, I'll show both side planks during the workout as regular and then as modified. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna reset our clock, all right, and then we're gonna go for the full 10 minutes. All right, so reset here, and starting with that straight leg sit-up, I'm gonna do as many as I can in that first 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, starting from the floor, one piece at a time. And just coming up here until I touch like my mid shin, and I'm at fully set up here. I'm not still leaning back here. I don't have to be all the way like this, just until I'm fully sat up, piece by piece coming up until I hit that 30-second mark. And rest. All right, and these side planks, I believe, are going to get very challenging. One right into the other. So we have 15 seconds here before we go up in our first one. Because we're trying to do 30 seconds on both sides, I might stop a few seconds, like at the 25, 26 mark, and then take that time to transition to my left side. In 3, 2, 1. Hold this for 30 seconds. Like I said, hand could be at your side, hand could be straight up. Maybe that helps with balance a little bit. Got 10 seconds left here. And I'm gonna use a few seconds to transfer to my left side and then hold here. And then again, I might stop a few seconds short on this one, only to get right into my sit-ups. All right, gonna get ready for my sit-ups. And 30 seconds here. Our first 2 minutes are done. And we're already on our second round here. Even I have to slow myself here. Try not to go too quickly. That way I'm not just throwing my back into the ground. Keeping lots of tension in my core as well. All right, we have about 20 seconds, so rest time. And then we're gonna go into our second bit of side planks. All right, so I'm gonna get set up. This time I'm gonna show the modified version, and I'll try to switch back and forth throughout the workout. In 3, 2, 1, hips coming up. All right, I am keeping my hips through here. You don't want your hips to be back. We do want to keep our hips through, so we have this straight line from our, I'm gonna say our shoulders down to our knees. All right, switching sides. All right, and then taking a few seconds to get ready, go right into my straight leg sit-ups. And rest here. All right, 30 seconds of rest. This is gonna bring us to our 5-minute mark, so we're already halfway through. And like I said, this is gonna be very much focused on our core. All right, so 15 seconds, take a breather, and then get set up for our side planks. Again, I'm gonna show it regular this time without modification. In 3, 2, 1. Definitely gonna feel a nice shoulder burn by the end of this one. Really trying to keep that hip up, not letting it sag down. Staying nice and stacked here. All right, coming down. I'm gonna get right into my sit-ups that start now. and rest. All right, so this is gonna bring us to our 7-minute mark, and we've got 3 minutes left in our workout. All right, I'm gonna get set up. This time again, I'm gonna show it in the modified version. All right, we're back up in 3, 2, 1. If you see me start to shake, it's totally fine, that's normal. All right, I'm gonna switch to the other side. Ten seconds here. All right, and I'm gonna head into my last bit of sit-ups. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can while also keeping my form looking good. Now this is when we're on this round. I'm gonna go for 45 seconds because I feel like I have enough energy in me to continue going. So you'll see me continue on until that 8:45 mark. Especially since it's the last one, I really want to push myself here. Get a couple extra in. And rest. So give me just enough time to get set up and do last set of side planks. In 3, 2, 1, right up. This time I'm gonna try to go for the full 30 seconds here and then the full 30 on the other one, left side. Because then we are just at the end of our workout. Really should start to feel the burn by this point. I definitely am. Whew. And right up, and since I got up on this side a few seconds after the 9:30 mark, I'm gonna go over a few seconds as well. Around 10:03, 10:04. Good, and rest. Whew. Nice job, guys. All right, so I'm gonna start our clock, stop our clock, should I say, and we're gonna go down into a cool down, right? So we worked really hard on those, even though some of them were just holds, right, or like unweighted sit-ups. They can really start to catch up, especially when we're just doing as many as we possibly can. All right, so first thing I would like to start us in is gonna be seal pose. So if we were feeling all this tightening starting to feel right here in our core area, we're gonna let it relax, get a nice little seal pose here. Feel a nice little stretch. A little stretch on our back too. Feel a nice release in our core if it was starting to feel tight. We'll stay here for another 30 seconds. You can also come out and then come back in. I'm definitely a fan of coming in and out of stretches. You do not have to statically hold one for a specific time, but coming in and out of it, you can feel a nice stretch that way. Good. Now I'm going to turn around and we're going to go into a dolphin pose. So similar to our pose that we did earlier, our downward dog, but our dolphin pose, instead of being up on our hands on like a high plank, we're going to bring our elbows down, forearms down. We can interlock our fingers here if we want to, and then we're going to bring our feet up here. We'll be in a little bit of a lower position. Again, bring your head through our arms, feeling a nice stretch there. In about 30 seconds, I'm going to have us come down for a second, and then we're going to pop back up. All right, pop down for a second. Maybe we shake out our shoulders and our arms. Might need a little shake after that workout. All right, and then we're gonna come back down. Same position in that dolphin pose. All right, and we are gonna come down. All right, you can come into a seated position. I'm gonna come into a nice little butterfly position here. All right, what I want us to do is we can just close our eyes. I'm ready to do some breathing. All right, so taking a deep breath in, and then deep breath out. I may sound a little nasally on that deep breath in. It's just because I'm having some allergies this time of year. So if it sounds a little funky when I breathe in, that is why. All right, deep breath in again. Continue to breathe here. 10 more seconds. Good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next workout.